Um, I think it's working already. Is it working? Hold up. Let me do something real quick. Something real quick. Is it good? Um, I think it's going. What the fuck is going on? Okay, I think it's good. What the hell is this? Oh, the lighting? Oh, sorry guys, I suck at this YouTube shit. There is some fights tonight, but they're like the Facebook ones. And on it, I think they're like the New York fights, something like that. So I'm sorry, but somebody told me that there were some fights today, but nothing huge and nothing that really captures my attention. So maybe that makes me seem like a casual. But I think I wanted to talk more about like how Andy Reese and then the Joshua thing is happening right now. How the fight has been announced by fucking DAZN and shit and promoted already. But according to Andy and his interviews this week in Mexico, he hasn't signed shit yet, which is a little confusing to me because of course he signed the initial contract, right? That means that the rematch is gonna happen, the rematch clause, but he hasn't signed off on any new thing. Hit the like button. Thank you, Sean. Hi. Heard the Canelo vs. Collis fights pretty much official if Kovalev wins. I heard that too. I just saw that on the boxing scene article, I believe it was. So that's pretty lit. That's the fight that I was cheering for the most. I really wanted to see Kovalev versus Canelo, especially because I feel like that's the only fight where Canelo would really be an underdog. So I would definitely love to see it. But going back to the Andy thing, a lot of people are saying that he does have some decent, valid argument to not go to Saudi Arabia for the rematch. Which, I mean, who the fuck is gonna go there? Like, honestly, I feel like that's an inconvenience for everybody. And then the only outcome that's good that can possibly come out of that is money. Because come on, come the fuck on. What if Yard wins though? That's the thing. See, I know Kavalev's been looking better since his loss to Alvarez, and we saw him outbox Alvarez, which was really nice. But we don't know, he's still all there, all there back since his loss to Ward. So it's really interesting to see how Yard is gonna do, because we know that Kovalev can definitely go down, and it doesn't take that much power because Eleider Alvarez does not have that many knockouts in his record at all. So, it doesn't take too much power to knock down Kovalev. So that is a possibility. And again, a lot of people are saying, oh, then, Canelo can just fight Yard. But I honestly don't think Canelo gives a fuck about the 175 division. I think he just wants Kovalev specifically. Like, I don't think he would go in and fight other people at 175. He just wants Kovalev. Who do you got? Canelo or Kovalev? Andy, of course, has a right for the rematch. I think I got. That's hard. I think it's fuck. I would have Kovalev just because Kovalev has such crazy power, and I know that Canelo tested his chin with Triple G, but Crusher has really crazy power, like intense. The thing I think Canelo sees in Kovalev is like, okay, well, he's already mentally deteriorated because of the Ward fights. We know that he does not like it to the body. John David Jackson exposed that right away. Andre Ward exposed that right away. So I think Canelo's like, this guy's older. He's slowing down. If I can outbox him and go to the body, then I can become champion at 175, right? However, I think Kovalev has a really nice boxing IQ and is very, very underrated because of his power. People focus on his power, so they don't talk about how good of a boxer he really is. Because he outboxed Alvarez that second time around. Eleider, not Canelo. But I think it'd be like the only fight where we can really be like, damn, Canelo can actually lose this shit and get knocked the fuck out. So I feel like this is really intriguing for the fans, especially because of Kovalev's power. And if you hate Canelo, you want him to get knocked the fuck out, right? I especially think Yard wins easy. Ooh, Andy is only playing with Hearn's emotions so he can get a couple of extra million. The thing is, again, that he really can't get much more money from the fight itself, because all of the, at least, we can't say shit because we haven't seen the contract, but how most contracts work is, if there's a rematch clause, you sign on everything for the rematch clause as you sign everything for the first fight. So even if there's a rematch clause, you don't get to choose anything. That's it. You already signed the contract that stated the rematch clause already. So I'm pretty sure Andy can get money other ways, but from the actual fight itself, not really. Again, we don't know what the fuck the contract looks like, but just from how regular contracts work. But does he deserve more money? Fuck yeah, he deserves more money. But again, contracts, you already signed it. I'm drinking Modelo today. I'm not sponsored, but it's really hot, and when it's hot, I crave like micheladas. If Triple G can handle Kovalev at sparring, Canelo can handle him professionally. The thing is that a lot of people actually say that that Triple G knocked down Kovalev. So I was like, bitch, really? No way. That's the word going around here that happened. Sorry, guys. It's really hard to read the comments on my phone. Kovalev does not have Triple G power or the boxing skill. Canelo, I'm sorry, Alfredo, but you're full of shit. Kovalev has way better boxing than Triple G. Way better. Because Triple G is more come forward. Now, I'm not saying that Triple G can't box, okay? So don't come at me. I'm saying that he chooses not to. Or he's never really had to box because he just comes forward. Kovalev has a really good jab too. So, and he has a higher reach advantage than Canelo. So if we can just neutralize Canelo with that jab, it'd be a set thing. Al Heyman's making Andy look bad. How? How is he making Andy look bad? No, I'm really interested. I'm not shitting on you. I'm just really interested. Fight being in Saudi loses luster here in America. Damn shame. Well, who is going there besides maybe the rich people and the media outlets that are rich too? It's really fucking annoying, to be honest, but I'm not sure how the fuck they're gonna do that or how they plan to even promote that. It's really annoying. Hearn has two options: pay Andy more or sue him, probably spend more money in court. The thing is that I don't think it's about suing also. It's about the fact that this might all be a plot to strip Andy of the belt. You know what I mean? So if they're like, no, Saudi Arabia, you signed the contract the first time, which had the rematch clause included. You don't get a say in where the fuck this is at. Now, if you don't want to fight, cool, we'll go to court, but you're going to get fucking stripped. And then those belts are going to be going to other people, possibly Joshua again. You know, so I feel like this might also be Eddie just trying to get those belts back without having to fight him again. That's also a possibility. I like Canelo versus Kovalev. GGG can't box. Don't talk. Don't. Yeah, I mean, he can't. I just never seen it. He's never had to. Asking for a Twitter friend. Ooh. The fight in Saudi Arabia, then no ring girls. Oh, that's true. And the guys from Against the Ropes podcast that I'm on said that they went back to watch the Amir Khan fight that he just had in Saudi Arabia, and there were no ring girls. And I'm like, man, where's the fun in that? I love me some ring girls. John Suggs. Fight will likely come on during an odd hour. I think Saudi Arabia is 2 hours away from England or the UK. So I think it should be like, you know how usually when there's fights over there, that means they're like at 2 p.m. here or like 12. I feel like it'd be like, you know what? I don't know about time zones. He's using Andy as a puppet. It's all Heyman's flexing muscles on his promoter. Alfredo, again, please explain how exactly. I would love to hear it. Not bashing. I just really wondering what you mean by how he's making him look like a puppet. Okay, let me get my laptop real quick. Okay, let me see. Really hope I can make the Spencer Porter fight. That's going to be a really good fight. And I'm honestly surprised that they did it here in LA at the Staples. I thought it'd be like in Vegas because Porter has his gym there. Or I thought it'd be in Dallas because of Spence, you know? So that's like where their home crowd is really at. So I was honestly surprised that they chose here, LA. That was awesome and better for me because I'm trying to see that shit. Hearn can strip anyone. Some other organizers want to keep Andy as their champion. Okay, some. But remember when the IBF... Remember when Wilder and Joshua were supposedly, what do they call it? Negotiating for a fight? Back when the whole I sent 50 million and all this shit. Everybody was saying that Wilder sent 50 million and all this other crap. That I don't know if it's true or not. Point is, remember the IBF immediately made the mandatory for Povetkin to fight Joshua, even though Joshua was supposedly in negotiations with Wilder. So it's like, right there, the IBF was tripping, because if you know that there's negotiations, why are you putting a mandatory? Like, hold the fuck up, wait till we see what's going on, and then do it. I don't know how to explain it, but that shit pissed me off. I got Spence stopping Porter late. I think so too. I think Porter has a perfect style for Spence to drop him, to fold him, especially with a body shot, because we know that Porter does this a lot. Like, he fights low with his like head under your chin, and he's like very overwhelming. But I feel like the more forward he comes, the more of a chance Spence has to knock him out. Oh my god. I wish I could read the comments, make them bigger, because I can't see shit. PBC is a bunch of con man. You sound like a PBC hater. I'm one person that I don't give a fuck about promotional companies or networks. Like, to me, make good fights and that's it. And some promotional companies sometimes make shitty fights. They all sometimes make shitty fights. They all sometimes make stupid ass shit. So, honestly, they're all guilty. They're all guilty, all of them. They all make really stupid mistakes sometimes, or shit that is really bad for boxing. So I'm not going to shit on just one specific one, because they're all pretty shitty sometimes, but they all make really good fights sometimes. So I don't like having agendas. Pushing a network and talking shit about a network, they're both agendas in their way. Let me just, I'm ordering hot wings. Oscar Valdez versus anybody. I would love to see it, especially now that he's up to the 130 division, which I think that division is tougher than 126. I feel like he had a better chance at unifying at 126 than he has at becoming champion at 130. But that's just me, though. You and Virgil Ortiz, think you guys will hook up? He's like 12 years old. Y'all are fucking weird. Virgil Ortiz is really, really young for me. Like, y'all crazy. Besides, I don't date boxers, fuck boxers, kiss boxers, hook up. I don't do nothing with them. That's not my style. ¿Qué sabe de box, doctora la exploradora? Dora la exploradora. Nada, Carlos, ¿y tú? Never. I'm sure Ruiz will be at least the WBA super champion after everything is done. I think the fact that he's with PBC will also facilitate maybe a WBC unification, because we know Wilder's PBC, so I feel like that'd be a really cool thing. Can you be my chola? We can be Vatos Locos together. Nah. Canelo's pound for pound, and you're saying Kovalev wins with a jab. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're learn how to fucking spell before you call me crazy. Valdez versus Berchet. I think Berchet beats Oscar Valdez. I would love to see it. I think Oscar has so much fucking potential, but because of his jaw, that sent him back so much. And then now I don't think he's gonna go straight to fighting the top dogs. He's not gonna go straight to fighting the fucking champions. You kidding me? He's gonna like take some time. And I don't think he's scared of Shakur even though I do favor Shakur in that match, just because I know they're both Olympians, but Shakur's style would not benefit Oscar's style. So I do have them winning. I would have him winning. I'm going to be at the Top Rank card tomorrow. Woo, me too. I'm gonna be there. Guys, I just found out that parking is $40 fucking dollars. So if you live close, you guys should Uber or Lyft. And if you don't live close, then come with more people so that you guys can all split those fucking $40. Or find parking like somewhere else that's cheaper and Uber. I don't know. $40 is a lot of fucking money for a fucking fight like this. No offense, but who wins, Rangers or Gervonta? Gervonta, come on now. I'm going to do press work for the first time. Oh, good job, Brooklyn Child Boxing. Good shit. Can you give my cousin Nick to have a better shout out? Hold up. I'm confusion. Happy birthday, Nick Jers. Top 3 prospects in boxing right now. I'm gonna have to go with Teofimo, Stevenson, and Virgil. That's who I think. Canelo's the biggest face in boxing world. Farce? You know, I can never trust people that use that many emojis. I feel like when people use that many emojis, that just scares me. Y'all crazy. $40. Yes, $40 for parking. So I would suggest y'all carpool, park somewhere else. If you live close here in LA, then Uber or Lyft. Which Uber or Lyft is gonna be just as expensive, I feel, because it's Saturday, it's nighttime, it's in downtown. So you're still gonna have to pay a bunch, but that's why I recommend go with your homies and split that shit, because $40, you got me fucked up. Berchelt versus other champs at 130. You see, I would love to see Berchelt versus Gervonta. I would also love to see Berchelt fucking against anybody, my dude. Especially because he put a beating on Vargas twice already. And it's like, okay, we saw that. It's cool, Mexicans versus Mexican. But Vargas doesn't really have a style other than I'm going to come forward and I'm going to let you punch me until I swell up like I got, you know, stung by bees. But I just want to see him against somebody else. Do you like cholos? I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm not straight. Saludos de Compton. Peace out, fellas. Compton. Modelo time. Yes, it's a michelada. Who do you think wins at 140? Jose Ramirez or Pablo Cercano? Jose Ramirez. Pablo Cercano, he does have really nice power, but I think Ramirez has better, sharper combinations. He has better footwork than Cano. I don't think Cano has any footwork, to be honest. So as much as I would love to see it anyway, just because it's, again, Mexican versus Mexican, and they're both come forward, I feel like Ramirez is way much more polished than Cano. Okay. Woo. Fuck. We'll pay almost $100 for parking here at the AT&T Stadium. $100 for parking? That's like what? 3 beers inside? That's like 3 beers inside the stadium? You got me fucked up. That's why you Uber. Fuck all that. Yeah, look for private parking and then just, you know, Uber or something. I got free ticket vouchers for the fight tomorrow. Yeah, I had a feeling that fight wasn't going to sell well because everybody's getting free tickets. Because I didn't apply for credentials on time. And I messaged them and I was like, yo, I didn't apply for credentials on time. And they sent me 2 tickets. They're like, oh, well, we don't, you know, so, your fault, bitch. And then, but they said, they're like, we'll have 2 tickets that we'll call for you. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm going to be as a fan tomorrow. I'm not going to go cover the event. So, yeah, well, the minute they gave me tickets, I was like, that's not a good sign. Like, I'm pretty sure the tickets are not selling. Of those 3, do you think you could, of those 3, which ones do you think could unify division? Like the prospects or Tank? I don't know what you're talking about. Tank does to Ryan what Berchelt does to Tank. You really think, I mean, I like Berchelt a lot. I think he's a really complete fighter, but he does need to work on his defense a little bit more. Gervonta's really powerful. I think the thing is that Gervonta hasn't taken as many fights and doesn't fight as often. And I know Alacran was like also injured or something like that. So I would love to see it, but I don't know about all that. Salud. Hello, Jesus. AT&T. Hitchhike there, fool. I live in Reseda, so no Uber for me. Damn, that's far as fuck. Yeah, hitchhiking is also not a good thing. You'll get killed here in LA, probably. But Che is powerful too and faster than Tank. Would you date Adriana Jimenez? I don't know who that is. Yeah, I love Berchelt. I wish we saw more of him, and I know most of his fights have been in Cancun lately. After I think the last fight he had here, besides the last Vargas fight, what? Because I was in Phoenix, right? And then he had Berchelt versus Miura here at the Forum. And then after that, I think all of the fights were in Cancun. So I wish we saw more of him here. He's definitely a great guy to like fucking keep your eye on, and very, very underrated. Why do you feel Fight Tomorrow isn't selling? Is a solid card. Well, I think it isn't selling because it I don't want to say this, but it's not really a solid card. It's not as much in the way that, well, first of all, what hurts the sales in this card so much is that a lot of people don't pay attention to the lower divisions. After, 140 is barely getting put on the map in household names, in my opinion, when it comes to now Ramirez and Regis and Taylor. So now all that beef and all those fights are putting it on the map for the household names, right? Other than that, 147, 140, that's the cap. A lot of people don't watch lower divisions, which is really annoying to me. But a lot of boxing fans that I talk to, they're like, oh, or even casuals, I'll talk to them and they'll know some stuff. And then I ask them about lower weight classes and they just don't know shit. So I feel like a lot of people don't know these guys because they don't watch boxing in the lower weight classes. One, two, none of these guys are from here. I mean, Panchito is from Arizona, I believe. The contender for the WBO main event. Navarrete is from Mexico. Jesse's from Las Vegas. I think Rivera's from Mexico too, right? Rafael Rivera. So it's like they should have had it in fucking Arizona or in Vegas. Preferably Arizona. I know Top Rank does a lot of cards in Arizona, but it's definitely because of the weight classes. A lot of people don't pay attention to the lower weight classes, and it's definitely because none of these guys are from here, from LA. So how are they gonna get a big crowd? And then Panchito, as much as I like him, and I think he has a promising, career in boxing, I think this is too soon for him. He's never gone 12 rounds. He's never fought 12 rounds. So this contender has never gone 12 rounds. Has never fought 12 rounds. He's never fought anybody undefeated, and I know that Navarrete is not undefeated either, but you know what I mean. Like, Navarrete already proved to be top dog in that division, right? Panchito's never fought anybody undefeated. I feel like those two things, going 12 and then fighting somebody undefeated and winning, are really good things to do before you try for a title shot. So I think people are saying, like, man, like, come on, like, Navarrete's gonna smoke this kid. And then with Jesse, I feel like, again, he's from Vegas. His opponent's from Mexico. I feel like they're like, okay, well, Jesse is probably the one that people want to see the most because they want to see how he's going to do at featherweight and how he's going to perform after the ring rust again, only fighting once a year since 2016. That's some crazy shit that you got to think about. So that's why I think there's not much buzz around this fight weekend. Gervonta has not fought any Class A fighters, in my opinion. Pedraza's like B-, and that's the best name, and Cuellar, who's also like B-, C+ now that he's older. I went to the Mickey Ramon's fight in El Paso. Ooh. No worries, I have a great car, so I will be straight. A great car? I wish Gervonta would try to fight the other champs. Well, the whole thing that happened with Gervonta and Tevin Farmer, and that's because of money. And that's what pisses me off about this boxing shit. Like, it's always, goes wrong or doesn't happen because of money. Because Gervonta offered him $2 million, but then DAZN had offered Gervonta first $5 million. The thing is, no offense, Tevin Farmer does not deserve $5 million. Barely $2. Like, I know fighters deserve to get a lot of money because you're literally putting your life on the line. But he doesn't bring the entertainment value. You know what I mean? And of course, that's the best fight to make. I know that Gervonta, even though he might not be making $5 million, he can still make good money fighting other people that are not Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer can keep fighting C-level guys everywhere as often as he fucking wants. Because, yeah, he takes pride in being a busy fighter or being, active. But who are you fighting? Like, you're not fighting any top-level competition. So, is he worth $2 million? No, bitch. And not in my opinion. So, just make the goddamn fight. you know, and just God, I'm sorry. It's just that shit pisses me off that when it turns about money, because we saw that he tweeted that. He's like, when the fuck have you made 5 million? I think Gervonta tweeted it, or 2 million, and then what's his name? Farmer quoted it with being like, oh, when the fuck have you made five? So I mean, they both are admitting it that it's literally because of money, and it's really annoying. Oh, oops. I watched the Tucson Burchell versus Bar. That card was really good. Who was an undercard? I just remember thinking that was a really good. Oh, and the undercard was Oscar Valdez. No, Oscar Valdez versus Jesse Sanchez, I think. Mikey Garcia versus Jorge Linares. I think Garcia. Linares is already past his good days. Like, his good days are over. He was really fast. He was really good at some point, but he was never elite. And I feel like he was never elite in his prime. Not, I don't think he can do any better now. Tank looking for an RV right now with that gut. Oh my god, did you guys see that in his live? He is so chonky. Like, he did this, and like, he looked like he was pregnant. I'm like, my dude. See, this is why I feel like he's also at a disadvantage with any guy that's like super, super legit. Like someone top, you know, class in their division, because they are disciplined, you know. Gervonta clearly is not, and that's a disadvantage. Hi, boss lady. Buenas noches, Dallas, Texas. With you was looking for you. The Virgil. I think I talked about this last fight. I also didn't request credentials for the Ortiz fight in Dallas, but then last minute I got invited, but it was too late. My son was sick. It was just a whole ass mess. I'm ready to see that. I know. I can't wait. I hope that the fight with Ramirez happens right after whoever wins from this unification versus Regis and Taylor, because bitch, I'm not trying to waste any time. I want one champion in each division. That's it. I heard Navarrete moving up after. You heard anything? I honestly haven't covered this event because, again, I forgot to ask for credentials. So I do have an interview with Panchito Cedevaca because I see him at Legends. So I was able to get an interview with him back before the fight was announced, but I knew that it was getting announced, so I got an interview. But I haven't talked to him at all, so I'm sorry. What fight do you want to get pushed the most? I want to see definitely where the winner of Taylor or Regis versus Ramirez, and I really want to see Wilder versus Joshua. I know people are like, oh, that doesn't, you know, they killed that. Remember Stephen A. Smith's, like, his rant on that? Like, I still want to see it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if Joshua lost. Pretty sure Wilder stands still want to see Wilder knock him the fuck out, and I'm pretty sure if Joshua lost again to Ruiz, he would come back, or even if he beat Ruiz, he'd come back and then fight Wilder, and it, you know, it'd be another cool ass shit to like be like, yeah, I beat him. Hey, how are you doing today? I'm doing good, thank you. Yeah, the little guys are going to most fighting from the countries and be harder to follow them. Yeah. Smaller for some reason, again, smaller division champions don't get that much recognition, which again, in my opinion, is dumb because those motherfuckers, they go at it. Pac-Man is the best and Canelo. Okay. You think Barcelli is too powerful and too fast for Tank, bro? How much longer can ESPN sustain top rank with such poor cards? Bitch. No comment. Only casuals don't follow the lower weight classes consistently give us great fights. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Casuals are not going to be paying $40 fucking for parking to go see these guys. You know what I mean? These are like fights that are like people that are really invested into boxing that want to go to these fights. And honestly, this is the first fight at the Bank of California Stadium. So I'm really trying to intrigued to see how they're going to play it out, how the atmosphere is going to be, because this fight should have been like a really small venue like the StubHub. Virtual versus Valdez is a New Mexican classic. That, I would love to see it. Santa Cruz versus Tank. See, Santa Cruz has like pillow hands, but he dodges a lot of punches too, and he has good defense. So I think Tank, but I still would love to see it. I don't know why it hasn't happened. They're both PBC, so I don't understand. And I know he's going up, so hopefully that happens. I need a bump on my third beer. Pacquiao beats anybody. Crawford too is for Pacquiao. Crawford is afraid of Pacquiao. Henry, are you okay? The lower weights of some of the fights do very well. Yes. Hi, Lalo. My bad. I'm way behind in the fucking comments. Lalo, everybody, follow the hottest boxing page on Instagram. Lalo, or YouTube too. You guys can follow him on YouTube. He started making videos finally. Say what Eddie Reynoso's training skills are definitely gonna shine in the if the fight happens. What fight? Canelo versus Kovalev? Hello, Tank barely makes weights. Need to move up. He really does need to move up because look at that stomach. I feel like Tank is too short to be putting on weight like that. The shorter you are, the much thicker. Oh, much quicker. I read thicker. Should Antonio Orozco drop back to 140? No, I think he looked pretty comfortable at 147. I think Orozco did great at 147. It's just Virgil fucking punches hard. Like, what can you do? That motherfucker punches hard. I feel like the thing is that the 147 division is so goddamn stacked. Like 140 is good too, but you have like the defining guys at 140, right? 147 is like you got your champs, and then even the ones that are not champs, they're still really fucking good. So it's like fuck, like you have to get not only to get to the fucking champions, you have to fight some really top competition at 147 to begin with. So I feel like that weight class is hard, because at 140 you can bullshit your way to fight the champs. It's easier than bullshit. You can't bullshit too much at 140. 147. There's too much fucking competition. Tank eats too much. Yeah, I don't know what he does. I have a feeling he like smokes weed too, because you gotta have a lot of munchies to gain that much weight. I don't think Tank would even try to stop him. I think he'll outbox them both. Will stop Farmer though. Yeah, Farmer. I think Farmer knows that he's the weakest link in that division, so he's trying to make as many title defenses as possible and play it as safely as possible. I do boxing videos. Would be down to do a collab in the future. Yes, let's do a joint little video. A lot of casuals. I see. What would anyone think Crawford's afraid of Pacquiao? Yeah, I don't know about that, because Top Rank, when Pacquiao was in Top Rank, I could have sworn that they were gonna make that fight, Crawford versus Pacquiao at 140, but it never happened, and I don't think it's gonna happen now. Fuck. I literally respect your passion for boxing. Thank you so much. Yes, we can definitely do a collaboration. Hey, you beautiful. Plan on going to Spence Jr. Porterfight? I submitted my credentials, but even if I don't get approved, bitch, I'm going. The thing is, though, I was looking at the tickets, and the cheapest tickets are like $109. In my opinion, again, because this fight is big, but it's not that big. It's not like a big fight. And again, both of these guys is either Dallas or Vegas, or, where's Porter from? Ohio? Where's Porter from? Or is that Broner? I know Porter's not from Vegas. He just lives there, or he's just trains there. But again, this is not the people's hometowns. For their fans to like come and then spend the cheapest $100, like fuck me, y'all. Being a boxing fan is expensive as fuck, my dude. So, like I am gonna go. I was just tripping on the prices, because $100 for a fucking nosebleed, I don't know about all that. Fuck, I'm way behind. Hi, Mom. Everybody say hi to my mom. Her name's Claudia. Say hi to my mom. Santa Cruz should have just fought Gary or Warrington. He didn't handle business at 126, so what's the point of fighting Tank? Yeah, you see, same with Oscar, though. Both Oscar and Leo should fight people at 126 who would make great fights. They had such good potential for so many fights at 126. Both of them. Frampton with Valdez, even though Frampton don't got a belt or anything, but that would have been a sick ass fight. Warrington with both of them, it don't matter. One of them two fight each other. They're pisses me off. like you think people move up in weight, obviously, when they can't make the weight, but also just because you think you already cleared the division or you've done what you could do. But let's be honest, Leo's another one that only fights like once a year, and he fights not good fights. His best fucking fights have been against Mares and against Frampton, and he already fought them twice. So it's like, who else, my dude? Like, man, that shit irks me. And again, not talking shit about Leo, because again, he's a good fighter, but can you fight somebody else that's good, that's gonna challenge your ass, my dude? Daniel Jacobs versus Travis at 168. I don't think that fight makes any sense other than for money. I think Jacobs washes Jr. That's why they should make Virgil Ortiz versus Lipinets for Danny Garcia. Two hard-hitting motherfuckers. Yes, but the thing is that Virgil said he doesn't want to fight at 140 anymore unless it's a title shot. So he told me, if they give me a title shot right now on 40, which honestly they can't because Ramirez is one of the both two belts, he's not going to fight Ramirez. They're stablemates. And the other two are trapped in the boxing super series. So they're not going to fight each other either. So who's he gonna fight? You know, he had a chance he has a gold WBA now, and then he was gonna have he could have fought for the WBA regular that Pacquiao left to be the real champion. I mean, unless he fights Pacquiao, I don't know. Shit, that's not gonna happen either. So no, unless he fights, yeah, no. Just joined, but wondering what you thought of Crawford versus Spence. It may never happen. Yeah, see, I would love to see that, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. Not this year, not next year, not next year. I feel like PBC has all the other champions, I mean, or they have their really nice stable of fighters at 147 that you can make really good fights all together, even if they're not champions, and it'll be great fights. Who can Crawford do that against? Honestly, look at, even if Thurman lost, right? He can still fight Spence, and it would be a cool fight. He could still fight Porter again, right? And it'll be a good fight. He could fight Danny again, and it'll be a good fight, right? Porter can fight, again, anybody, Pacquiao. They can fight each other. Danny Garcia, like I told you guys, 147 has guys that are so good even though they're not champions, right? Or not so good, but really decent. So how can Crawford do that? Who is he going to fight other than Crawford versus Danny Garcia? That's Danny Garcia's PBC. So who, honestly, I hate this, oh, you're on the wrong side of the street, but he kind of is, not on the wrong side because I don't want to say a wrong side, but he is on the other side. And who can he do that with? Who can Crawford fight that Top Rank has that'll be a really good, exciting match? In the contrary, PBC on this side, they can definitely do that. Chula, saludos cordiales desde Tijuana. Puro Tijuana. I lived there like a couple years ago, so I loved Tijuana. You look like you taste tangy, but I love tang. My mom is in this chat. Relax. Crawford gets them all at 47. I just picked Bud. He's the complete cat. I think Bud is the complete cat. However, we do need to see him fight again. Legit, better competition. I'm not dissing Crawford. I do think he's definitely top 3 pound per pound. In the top 3, I'm not putting them in order. Just he's up there. But we haven't seen him in a legit test at 147. Yes, Jeff Horn, like really cool. Like he's bigger than you. Good, cool. But now, Khan, what's the other kid's name? Josefa Navides. It's like, okay, like that's cool. But I would love to see him against a top welterweight, and see how he does. So I do love Crawford, but I want to see him against legit competition. But that is a damn good fight. Porter from Ohio. Yeah, Porter and Broner's from Ohio too, right? It's me at Cali living on Twitter. Hello. Molina versus Lopez should be a barn burner. Bomber? I can't read. What's your thoughts? Yeah, I have an interview with Josito Lopez, and a lot of people were commenting like, oh, these guys are bums. They don't even fight each other. They already have like 8 losses each. And it's like, that's how you know someone's a casual too, because since when do records count for a good fight? Since when undefeated records even guarantee a good fight? So that shit pissed me the fuck off when people are saying that. Like, shut up. It's a really good fight. Both of these guys are going to come forward. It gets the fans going because there's going to be putazos in this one. So it's going to get people warmed the fuck up for the main event, for the main fights. I think this is a really good card, honestly. A lot of people don't think that this is a good card, especially because it's pay-per-view. And I wish it wasn't pay-per-view because, come on, let's let go of pay-per-view. But I think it's a good card for what it's worth. Suegra, don't leave my mom alone. The subject is boxing. What's with these creeps? I'm out. Keep doing your thing. Fuck with you. Thank you. I wish people knew. Stop calling my mom that. Yes, guys, my mom is the best. She's in Mexico right now, living her best life. Lipinet's 147 now, ain't he? Pretty sure he moved up. Did he? Was his last fight? Oh shit, that's right, because you're supposed to fight Molina at 147. Oh my god. You bringing some truth in here, boy. Thank you. You're right. So let's hope it happens because fuck. I would love to watch Lipinets versus Virgil. They're both hard hitters. Crawford versus Danny Garcia are Virgil versus Crawford. Again, different promotional companies that don't think that would happen. Crawford, and I don't think Virgil's ready for a champion like that. No. Crawford versus Ugas is a good fight. Yeah, again, Ugas, another guy that even though I had him win against Porter, but he didn't win. And again, that's a good guy at 147 who's also PBC. Who's Claudia's favorite boxer? I think Canelo. She loves Canelo. She's in love with him. And it's me, Christian. Told you to keep doing the podcast. Hello. Virgil Ortiz versus Jeff Horn to make Ortiz look good. Dude, that would actually be a good fight too because Horn has really come forward too. Especially how he's kind of dirty, right? Jeff Horn's a little bit dirty. He's kind of like borderline headbutts, clinching elbows and shit. Like, that'd be cool to test Virgil how he would react to that situation, to getting like elbowed and shit. Virgil's not ready for Crawford, nor Spence, nor Thurman. I think Thurman would be the best shot for Virgil. But I think, yeah, like you said, he said it himself. He needs to develop more. He has potential. Again, let's not rush these guys. Are you a boxer? No. Rumor, Jose Ramirez's next fight is in Fresno. Well, that's his hometown, so I wouldn't doubt it. What I liked about that is that he went to Hooker's hometown or home state, Texas, and was like, people that were like, oh, I only win in my hometown or I'm a hometown fighter, fuck you. That's basically what he said with that fight. Crawford's one of those dudes that the other 147s know not only can catch a win, but could make you look bad. You're right, but how does he make them? Yeah, like, I don't doubt that Crawford can sweep the guys from PBC. Now, I'm not saying he does or that it's easy, but he definitely has a chance, and he definitely has a really, really good opportunity. Would have a really better opportunity should he not be with Top Rank. Or not even should he not be with Top Rank. Should the politics not be so fucking stupid? I thought you were Japanese. Really? I get that Middle Eastern a lot because I have a big nose. See my nose? So I have a bigger nose, so people think I'm Middle Eastern. And then I have bags in my eyes. So people are like, are you Middle Eastern? Are you Indian? And I'm like Mexican as fuck. I was born in Mexico. That's what I do. Bring the truth. Michelada time. Yeah. Danny versus Uga. See, I miss Danny Garcia. And he needs to fight again because I like the Granados fight, but I knew that was going to happen. So, like, I need him to fight again. Lipinets is 147 now. He stopped Peterson. Fuck, you're right, my dude. Where the fuck have I been? Yeah, because after he lost his title to Mikey, he moved up to 147. You're right. Slap me and call me a bitch. You're right. Crawford versus Comey. Isn't Comey 135? Isn't he? Hi, Mom. Which fight do you... My mom doesn't watch boxing like that, guys. My mom's a casual. She likes Canelo. My mom likes Canelo and Triple G, and she likes the old school shit. Like, she watched boxing before when she was younger. Now she doesn't keep up with it. I just talk to her about it. Matter of fact, Ugas beats Virgil. Yeah, Ugas beats Virgil right now, of course. My mom, by the way, too, she's my biggest fan. So, shout out to my mom. You need add moderators to block some of these creeps. I know. I don't know how to do it. Can someone teach me how to YouTube? What do you think of UFC tomorrow? This is Chicana Boxing, not Chicana UFC. I do not know shit about UFC. Thank you very much. Damn, that Taylor's stumbling me. You're weird. Thurman has no more heart like Mikey Garcia just collecting checks. Ooh, you went there, Jessica. Jessica, you went there. Jessica, you went there. You went there, Jessica. And that's the tea, though. That's the tea, because I love me some fucking Mikey Garcia. I love him. I think he has nothing left to prove. 4-division world champ. He done it, right? So what else does he have to prove? What else does Mikey have to prove? Nothing. He was a 4-division world champ. He's what, like 30 now? 30 something? Take the big fights and make the most money. And with Thurman, I feel like it wasn't by choice. See, Mikey had that choice. Mikey did the whole thing with Top Rank. He took his fight. He did what he looked great. Definitely one of the favorite Mexican fighters here in the U.S. So he did what he had to do. He's really, really good. I love Mikey. He again, what else does he have to do? What else does he have to do to prove anything? He doesn't have to prove shit. He is who he is. He already made his own legacy, right? But I do think that he is looking for the bigger fights in this division. That's why he's staying at 147. Because why stay at 147? He has no business at 147. He can go to 140 and fuck people up there, but again, stable mates. And it might even be that. It might not be that he doesn't have heart, because I'm pretty sure he loves boxing and he's talented as fuck. So, but at 140 he can't be there anymore because, you know, fucking Ramirez is there. Who's he gonna do? Fight Ramirez? Can't do that. And same thing with the other belts. The other belts are with other fighters. Now, what I remember with my interview with Mikey is that he wanted belts. If you have a belt, he'll make a fight. And that's where his exact words to be. If you have a belt, we'll make a fight. Right? He can't fight at 140 because there's no belts there. Just like with Virgil. He can't fight for a title at 140. Neither can Mikey. I feel like going from 147 back down to 135 would be really hard at this point. Right? Really, really hard at this point. And I think, so that's why at this point he's like, I'm just going to stay at 147 and make the best fights, because his chin is really good. He get knocked out by Spence, and he does really well at adapting. Mikey is really good at adapting. So I feel like he can do well at 147 and not get knocked the fuck out unless he fights like Spence or something. And that didn't even happen. I don't think Spence was trying to knock him out, but that didn't happen, right? He didn't get knocked out. So he has a good chin. Point is, with Thurman, I don't think it is, I don't think Thurman, it's more, he didn't have a choice to lose passion for boxing. I think he got injured so much and he got married, and that kind of went away. Like, he's just busy now getting married and hitting it from the back to his wife. Horn versus Porter. That'd be a good-ass fight because they both are dirty. But not like that, like, you know. Danny will knock him out. Danny will knock out Virgil or knock out Mikey. Do you miss HBO boxing? I do. I think about HBO boxing every single fucking day of my life. I miss it. I watch HBO boxing clips just for the commentary too. I know back then, in the last fights, the last years, they did get on my nerves because they were hella biased. But like the old fights, fuck, man, I miss their commentary. And Canelo and Ryan Garcia living Golden Boy? Probably. But I don't think so. Lieutenant Farmer and Cross-Eyed give him just... Oh my god, Mexican... What is it? The seed? I'm gonna copy that. Puro Robert Garcia, pinche Mikey. Yes. Call me 135, bro. Yeah, seriously. What the hell's wrong with people in these weight classes? Who's more likely to leave Golden Boy, Ryan or Canelo? I think Ryan. And trust me, it's Ryan. 122 is slept on weight class right now. Champions at weight could make some good fights. What's 122? Isn't that bantam? Bantamweight? Or super bantamweight, right? 118 is bantamweight, 122 is super bantamweight, 126 is featherweight. Yeah. Robert should ban you. You're drunk. Shut the fuck up. Rip to Mantequilla Napol. I know I read that shit this morning. That shit had me sad. Tomorrow gonna be a Lil Diaz versus here in Anaheim. Well, that's cool. Do you believe Virgil beats Danny? Not easily, but he beats him. What do you think? I don't think so. I don't think right now Virgil beats any of the top guys, top guys at 147. Danny's definitely one that he has a better chance with. But again, maybe not yet. Are you on your phone or laptop? You can easily add moderators on laptop. Yeah, no, I'm on my phone. The last time I went on my laptop, people were roasting me because the quality was so bad. Garcia versus Sparrow. Who you got? I'm not watching that. Mikey needs to fight Loma. That'd be a good ass fight. That'd be a big money fight for Mikey, and I feel like that'd also be a really good advantage for Mikey. Mikey, I think, would have the advantage there against Loma because of the size, especially. So I would love to see that. And that's a big money fight. That's a pay-per-view fight. But, you know, Top Rank and Mikey have, like, Bob and Mikey have, like, a love-hate relationship. One day they talk, one day they don't talk. One day they hate each other, one day they don't. Mikey didn't have nice words for Bob Arum when I interviewed him. So, let's see. I don't know. Mikey made a legacy, but now he'll be remembered like Chavez is. He has plenty to do still. Thinks he wants to live up to that type of name. Depends. I think, again, Mikey's done what he's done. He's already proved to be, you know, have his legacy, and he's a 4-division world champion. What can you say about that? And he went to fight the best guy at 147. You know, a lot of people can argue that Spence is the best guy at 147. So I didn't take anything away from him losing to Spence. That's okay. Like, he's the best guy at 147. Abuelita, my abuelita, guys, say hi to my abuelita Chayo. Abuelita Chayo, te quiero mucho. Mikey should have stayed at 140. He's too small for 147. Again, I do agree he should have stayed at 140, but it's because of the stablemate. Virgil used to be 140 before Mikey moved up to 147, so it's all of that. Hi, Fast Turtle. What are your thoughts on Ryan Garcia? To me, he's grossly overrated, and there's a lot of prospects with him. Yeah, there's a lot of prospects better than him, but Ryan, he has a lot of potential. But he has a lot of people that are not helping him in his career. His family is not helping him in his career. He's very entitled, in my opinion. He has a good potential. He has speed. He's working on his defense with Canelo's trainer. But I think this is more of him. He's just really entitled. And when you're entitled and you don't take suggestions well, and I feel like that's gonna stop him from learning even more, you know. And he has been protected, which cool. Like, when you're a prospect, you need to be protected, because again, you need to learn to adapt to different styles, and they're gonna throw these fighters at you slowly. But with him, it's like, I just wish he wasn't that entitled, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Mikey versus Crawford, didn't they fight in the amateurs? Honestly, I didn't know that. I know Porter fought damn near everyone and beat them in the amateurs. Porter beat Derevyanchenko in the amateurs. Porter beat Usyk in the amateurs. But the amateurs don't mean shit. Ando borracho. Oh, damn, can't relate. But Danny's washed up. Danny? I don't think he's washed up. Salud. Salud. Do you twerk? I don't know what twerking means. How about Mikey versus Ugas? Ugas is too big. Too big. What you doing? You know, here, just live for a little bit. Hi, abuelita. Taylor versus Perkins, who wins? I think Regis. I'm gonna have to go with Regis, but it's really goddamn close. It's almost as close as it would be against Ramirez. In my humble opinion, I think Mikey stops Loma. I think Mikey's really good, and a lot of people think, oh, you know, Spence outboxed Mikey, so that means, you know, Lomachenko would outbox Mikey, but it's like two different people. You know, Mikey couldn't do anything against Spence because of the size advantage, because of the arm reach. So how can you even make those same predictions for a totally different fighter? ¿Me traiste wings? Yeah. More wings. Yes, please. Me versus Canelo. I got this. I would love to get paid money just to go wings. Just to get in there with Canelo. Even to get knocked the fuck out. I would get like, how much? Like 5 million to fight him? 5 million to get knocked out, I'll do it. And then I'll be set. I'll buy a house. Oh man, I'm way behind. Oh fuck. Oh, Ryan Garcia is super popular even if there are better prospects. Yeah, he has like what, 2 million followers on Instagram, right? Which has to be good. The thing about him is like, yeah, he was like, oh, you know, I know that back then the first time him and Golden Boy kind of had an argument was because when he had the fight on May 4th at the StubHub last year, they like broke record sales and they got sold out, right? And they were telling Golden Boy, okay, we want more money then because we sold a lot of tickets and we sold this out, so we deserve more money than when he was initially getting paid. But you gotta remember, those tickets were $12. The cheapest ones, and the more expensive ones were $75. If you got $12 tickets, 75 even, that's nothing. Of course you're gonna, no offense, but of course you're gonna sell out. You know, so it's like, and then he fights with the fantasy and he sells that one out. But yeah, again, that one I think the cheapest ones are 25 and then up to like $200. But again, when you got most of your fan base who can't go to your fights without a fucking guardian or need to ask their parents for money to buy your tickets, you can't be asking for more money yet, my dude. Not yet. Relax. Oh man. Lomachenko versus Pacquiao. Who you got? Fuck, that'd be a good ass fight. But again, different weight classes. I don't think Manny goes down that much anymore. Ryan threw shit at Robert Garcia Boxing Academy? I didn't hear that. But he is very entitled. Do you think Tanahara beats Ryan? I think that'd be very 50-50 because Tanahara has no pop in his punches. He doesn't have power. And he does have a really good jab and he has really good ring IQ. But you can't protect yourself from a punch you can't see. And that's what Ryan does so well because he's fucking fast. Whether we like him or not, Ryan's fast. So I feel like that's why he gets those knockouts and those flash knockouts because you can't protect yourself from if you don't got those reflexes, you know? That'd be 50-50. How did your passion for boxing come about? My dad used to watch boxing with me in Mexico. Well, he would watch boxing and I'd watch it with him. Ugas got no power though. He really don't. Brian Garcia's the next Anthony Joshua. He'll get humbled as well. That's kind of fucked up. Hello, Hector. Virgil versus Saddam Ali. Oh, Virgil destroys Saddam Ali. Come on now. You know, that's a good fight. That'd make a good fight because Saddam Ali's on his way out. I'm pretty sure he wants a paycheck. He keeps fighting, you know? And they're both golden boys, so, hey. Make it happen. Saddam Ali would get destroyed, but I think Virgil does to Saddam what Munguia did to him. Give me the best prospect in boxing is Chris Colbert, straight out of Brooklyn. I'm way cooler than is Jay Plaza, man. I'm confused. I would love to see Benavidez versus Caleb Plant because they both talk shit. Pisteando a little bit. I would like to see Ryan Garcia come out of boxing like Ricardo Lopez sometimes kind of throw a hand. You have a big head. Kind of. Your dad has a bigger head though. Canelo versus Spence. Will it happen? I think it does happen. But not yet. Maybe in like 2 years. And I would love to see it. That'd be a very interesting fight. Oscar Valdez versus Santa Cruz. No, that's not going to happen. Because, I mean, I guess since they're both moving up, that can't happen. Because Santa Cruz is supposedly moving up to 130. Supposedly. He has over 3 million followers. Oh, cool. Navarrete, I feel like he's good. But he's, like, very Mexican. Like, he's very come forward. I think the best thing about him is that his chin and then he comes forward. And he's a volume puncher. I'd fight Canelo to get a payday. Me too, bitch. Like, I'd be like, yeah. Knock me out, fam. Okay. You knock me out and then I'll be, like, rich after? I'll go unconscious. I'm pretty sure the payday will cover my hospital bills. You think that has a shot at Ryan? I think it's 50-50. Why are English fans mean? Do you cut your own hair? No, your dad cuts it for me. Who's Adriana? I'm not. Who the fuck is that? What's up, bro? Their wings look better than the lambs. No, hell no, bitch. They're good, though. Favorite boxing reporters? I really like, Osuna from ESPN. He's super calm. I like him. I think that's it. Ricardo Osuna. I like him a lot. I'm from Nayarit. It's cool to see a girl that knows the sport boxing. You're a good job. Thank you. I think Inoue is going to knock Donaire out cold. And I don't want to see it, but I really want to see it. Like, I love Nonito, but... And his last fight, my dude, he was like vintage Nonito with that left hook. But we saw what Inoue has been doing with these motherfuckers. These champions, these guys that are dangerous, quote unquote. And he just puts them to sleep. I have a big head too. Good night, Mexican. Decide or whatever. Why didn't you go with Cumbia to Texas? I talked about this in the last stream. My son was sick. So Cumbia invited me like a day earlier. And he told me that Robert would pay for my ticket and like I could stay and they could like get me a room. But my son was sick and I'm like, I'm not gonna leave my son here. But I would have gone otherwise. Who's your favorite boxer of all time? I'm gonna have to go with Juan Manuel Marquez. He's not the best of all time, but he's my personal favorite of all time, followed by El Terrible. Do you think Virgil kills Regis? What's wrong with you? Hey, what's up with Zurdo? Who's that cat who's gonna fight at 175? You guys are gonna hate me for this. But the only entertaining thing I find about Zurdo is his post-fight interview. Like when he said, me peló la verga. Remember when he said that? No, when he said that? Good times. Other than that, I don't know shit about him. I know he went from 168 to 175, but he's one of those guys that, I hate this word, and I hate saying this, but he was very protected by Bob Arum. So, let's see what he does at 175. I know he wanted Kovalev too. Adriana Jimenez is a boxing reporter for Fino Boxing. Oh yeah, she does a good job. I like her. She does a really good job. Favorite prospect? I'm about to say Michael Dutchover. And if you don't know who Michael Dutchover is, you guys should look him up. And Virgil. And Teofimo. Canelo versus Kovalev. We already talked about that. You professional as fuck with interviews? I tried to be. Like that little Japanese dude is living. Dude's killing it. Dude, Inoue is a shit. He's probably my favorite fighter right now. Him and Usyk. My favorite prospect currently is Virgil and Michael Dutchover. Lomachenko versus Tank Davis. Who wins? Lomachenko. Lomachenko has fought better opposition. He's much more disciplined. Has better boxing IQ. The only thing Gervonta has over him is power. And, you know, of course power can definitely be the biggest factor. But if Loma cannot box him, he wins. Who wins? Chilindrina or Popis? I think Chilindrina. Bandera Roja about to wreck. I feel bad for Bandera Roja because he did coke. Everyone in boxing does coke. They just don't get caught. But he didn't fucking Baby Miller. And I asked if he haven't caught my interview with Benavides, I asked him this. I'm like, how do you feel about fighters who get busted for PDs and they don't even get as much of a, you know, punishment like you? You got a whole year ban for coke. Meanwhile, Baby Miller got 6 months. Like, how the fuck does that make sense? So it'll be hard though. Okay, that's it. Who else? Who do you like? Kovalev versus Yard? I think Kovalev. Usyk got touched up by Bellew. It's boxing. You're gonna get touched. What's up with Chocolatito? The last time I saw a video of him, he was really chunky. He's one of those that right now he's getting chunky in between camps. Carlos Valdez was good coming up prospect. I think I talked about Carlos Valdez in my last stream too. Really cool dude, but he's not promoted enough. He's on these Ringstar cards under Mikey and Leo and then a bunch of PBC cards, but they don't televise him. So how are people going to find out about him if he's not televised? He's also like a really nice kid in the way that he doesn't trash talk. He doesn't need to trash talk, so people don't really pay attention to that. Inoue versus Tank, let's go. Do you motherfuckers know about weight classes? Do you motherfuckers know about weight classes? Clearly you don't. 502, you are Louisville. How are you feeling about Pita? What about him? What about Pita? How do I feel about him? He's good. He's doing good. Like he's good in the corner. He does good training. He knows what he's doing. I don't know what. Other than that, he's cool, I guess. Is Michael Dutchover Mexican? Yeah, he is. He just has a Dutch last name. Zurdo is the best of 168. You smoking dick. What's your favorite area stadium you've been to? Okay. For watching the fights, the Forum. Or the StubHub. I guess, number one, the StubHub. because they have a whole press room and you can go and be in the back in the press room. And in forum you can't. The forum's good because you're like ringside and it's cool, but it's also a fucking pain in the ass after to get interviews because there's nowhere to interview them. They don't do press conferences after, so I'm gonna have to go with definitely, and then Staples because Staples has food. Who's winning? I think Andy Ruiz gives him a double dose and he beats again. Charlo versus Canelo. Charlo loses to Canelo. Canelo beats Charlo. Okay, I grew up. What up? Nicest person to interview. Virgil was really nice, but that's because his dad is really nice. Virgil and his dad. Also, Triple G is really nice. Everyone's nice. No one's really been mean to me. Are you an independent journalist? Yes, I am. What's up with Santa Cruz? He's on PBC along with Russell. Yeah, that's my biggest disappointment with PBC. You got Russell and Leo, and you're not gonna make them fight? Why not? I fucking hate that about that shit. Like, you are both in the same promotional company. Why y'all not fighting? I'm tired. I think LA could develop into the second best place of boxing behind Vegas. I think right now they're getting more fights in Vegas. Like you said, all town LA. The Malitas look fire. They are. How those mainstays really good. I am not from Imperial Valley. Have you did an interview with Andre Ward? No. I was planning on getting in the Ramota too. They won't be mean to you. You have seen your cute face. No, that means nothing in the country. When people say girls, they're mean as fuck. I think there was one person that was kind of mean to me. But who was it? That I was like, I don't remember who, but someone was mean to me. I like Jerome boots and it. Okay. I'm gonna cut the lab out right here because I'm gonna go dancing with my friends. What kind of music you guys like to dance to? Teofimo won't fight Virgil. Teofimo won't fight Virgil. Caleb plans with Billy Joe Saunders. I think Billy Joe. How am I mean to you? Alright. Norteño. I love Banda. Banda is my shit. Is Kovalev rapey in interview? No. Kovalev was mean to me. Kovalev was mean to me at first. So, let me tell you the story and then I'll head out. So, I got there to the Oxnard gym at like noon, even though he came in at 3, right? I got there at noon because I'm not just there to try to see him. I'm trying to see all the other boxers too. So I got there at 3, and this motherfucker was just like doing the laziest shit. Like, honestly, Kovalev used to be one of my favorite fighters, and I liked him so much. And then after all this shit, I obviously don't like him anymore. But this made me like really sad after seeing him, and it was true because a lot of people that train out of that gym would tell me way before the Andre Ward rematch, they'd be like, Kovalev is not training at all for the rematch. He's drunk. He's in here with vodka. And there was a Vosdik who also trains there at that gym, who trained there. I don't know if they still does, but that they had to switch them from different times to come in because Kovalev was a dick to Vosdik basically, and that Vosdik would be training with his music, and then Kovalev would come in and like take the fucking aux cord off and put on his music. Kovalev likes like house music. He likes like techno shit, like music like that, which was surprising, but he likes that type of music. And so they were telling me all these stories that he wasn't training, that he wasn't like serious. He'd come in, like hit the bag, 5 minutes and bounce. So, yeah, that basically confirmed it. I went there. He did like some lazy ass little the noodle workout where like they dodged the pool noodles. He hit the bag for a little bit, and then he was about to get up and leave. And I'm like, hey, Kovalev, I'm like, can I get an interview with you? Like, I didn't tell him, like, I literally fucking drove 3 hours and sat in traffic to fucking come here for you. I didn't say that. But I was like, please. And he's like, how long? Because I have to leave. And I'm like, just a quick one. And I think I still have the interview on here. I just gotta look back. It was before the LA, that first fight. So at first he was like kind of short with his answers. I'd be like, oh, what do you think? And he'd be like, yeah, or I don't know, I'm just training. Right? At first, like really bitchy, and I would be like, fuck. Like, I was like, okay, like, why am I even dragging this on? He's not clearly not interested. But then I started asking about, I told him about Stevenson, and then he called him Chickenson. He's like, Chickenson doesn't deserve a title. So I feel like me asking him about Stevenson really fired him up. So then he got like super bubbly, and then he was talking about his son, and he was talking about Usyk, and then he like opened up a little bit more. And that ended up being a really good interview, but at first he was kind of a dick. So that's my story on Kovalev initially being mean to me, but then being nice to me. What are you wearing to go dancing? I don't know. I'm gonna go change right now. I'm literally in like a tank top right now. I'm not gonna. I need to go see what the fuck I'm gonna wear. Kovalev is a drunk. Corridos? I like corridos once I'm already drunk. Do you ever dance in Santa Barbara? That's too far. You'll find a Salvador Sanchez. I have a shirt with Salvador Sanchez on it. So yes. Have fun tonight. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys so much. You guys have a good night. I'm not wearing anything cool right now. I'm just wearing a tank top. I do dance banda. That's my favorite. I don't know how to dance bachata, but you guys can teach me. I'll talk to you guys later. 8:05. Is that the valley? Be good, guys. Have a good night. Saludos desde Houston, Texas. See, I suck at YouTube because I don't even know how to end this right now. How do I end this? Oh, I think there it is. Have a good one, guys. If you're going to be there at the fight tomorrow, I'll see you there. And have a good night. Tweaking. I don't tweak.